What is up, YouTube? Okay, I was getting a lot of requests for grocery haul videos, so I went ahead and I did another one. Now, as we're getting closer to winter, it's becoming closer to bulking season, which means you can have a few more little cheats here and there if you're not quite worried about keeping your abs, which I have been a little more lackadaisical myself lately on. What I like to do is, I don't think you should go out and just absolutely destroy cake and donuts and just totally tear your diet up, but I think if you are not fully committed to the bulk and you want to stay somewhat aesthetic, you need to find little treats here and there to treat yourself with that aren't very high in calories, that keep the sugar low so you're not spiking your insulin levels, and can kind of satisfy that sweet tooth without, you know, absolutely breaking the calorie bank. So I went to the grocery store and I picked up purposefully more than I normally would, picked up just about every one of my go-to snacks that I would normally get if I was having some cravings. And what I'm gonna do, the purpose of this video is I wanna show you guys some of my go-to staples for keeping me on point with my diet, not totally throwing me off, some low-calorie options that taste good. It will help you stick to your goals without, without really derailing your progress. So I'm gonna unbag this stuff, I'm gonna lay it all out, and I'm gonna go through everything and tell you exactly what I get, why I get it, and all that stuff. So I'll be back in a second. All right, so we got everything unbagged here. I'm just gonna give you an idea. I'm gonna run through all this stuff and show you exactly what I like to employ. So first things first, guys, check that out. Make sure that focuses on that so they can see what that is. Can they see it? Okay, these are sugar-free JellO packets, right? These are made by Snack Pack. I wanna say that JellO, yeah, the brand JellO, hashtag trademark, they actually have a version of these too. These are 88 cents for 4 of these things, right? Each one of these has 5 calories in it. And the only macronutrient is 1 gram of carbohydrates, but that 1 gram of carbs is fiber. So really you're not absorbing it. You might be getting, personally, some people have their opinions on fiber, but I don't think you're getting any calories from these at all. There have been nights, don't hold this against me, I've had 16 of these in a row. Woken up the next morning, still leaner, still down weight. These are awesome. Gelatin fills your stomach up, so it helps just give your brain that sense that you are full. It can really, on those rough nights, when you're really hungry, this stuff is essential. Let me tell you, these have saved my life. Shout out Lexi on turning me onto these. So, as you see, you've got a ton of them because these are perfect, guilt-free, and gelatin too. There's studies showing that gelatin's actually really healthy for you, for your skin and other things. So, Google it, guys. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, these Enlightened sea salt caramel bars. They're like an ice cream bar. They're made of frozen Greek yogurt. They basically, they only have 1.5 grams of fat, 17 grams of carbs, but the 17 grams of carbs, only 5 grams of sugar, which the key to having a good cheat is making sure it's not fully loaded with sugar. Only 5 grams of sugar, 5 grams of fiber, and 7 grams of protein, only 80 calories. So you can budget these into your macros really well. So if you've watched any of my older videos, I never had tried these, and I just gave these a shot like a month ago, and I really like them. So, like I said, the brand is Enlightened, an E with a halo on top. And yeah, not bad. So give those a shot too. Next thing, if you watch any of my other grocery haul videos, you know I love Fiber One bars. These ones specifically, the chocolate chip cookie, are really good. These are only 90 calories a piece. The macros are pretty good. 3 grams of fat, 18 grams of carbs. Not too bad. If you need yourself like a little pastry, these are actually really good. And surprisingly, for only, you'd think diet food, you think it's gonna taste bad. These are, I promise, aren't bad. Get these, maybe a little bit of peanut butter on top. Good to go. Next on the list, so plain Greek yogurt is absolutely terrible, right? But I like to employ Oikos 000. I found these. Now, there's only 15 grams of carbs per serving and 15 grams of protein per serving. So what that adds up to a whopping 30, 60, 120 calories per container. Yeah, that mental math game's strong. 120 calories per container, no fat at all. And out of that 14 grams of carbohydrates, you have 6 grams of fiber. So once again, you're not really absorbing that. It's keeping your digestive system flowing. You're absorbing all the nutrients you need. These are great, and they come in the single serving packs. I think these are like 10 for 10 bucks. So not bad. Gives you some flavor if you need something to hop into to give yourself a little treat. Now, my favorite thing on this list. You guys know I was a big Arctic Zero fanatic forever. Still love Arctic Zero and always have a special place in my heart. It helped me on my this last cut I did extremely well. But Halo Top I have discovered. Now, this is A little more calorie dense, 240 calories for this whole thing. But what I want to tell you is that, you know, the macros aren't terrible on this. So in the entire container, you get 8 grams of fat. You do get 48 grams of carbs. So it's a little harder to budget, but you're also getting out of that 48 grams, 12 grams of fiber, and 20 grams of sugar alcohols, which are only metabolized by the body at half the caloric weight of a normal gram of sugar. So you're only getting, for every gram of sugar alcohol, you're only getting 2 calories as opposed to 4. And then 24 grams of protein in this. So you get your protein in there, not heavily loaded with sugar. And you gotta look at it this way. If you really want ice cream, and I'm talking you want ice cream that tastes like ice cream, if you handed this to a 10-year-old and you didn't tell them there was anything diet about it and they tried it, they would not be able to tell you that this wasn't legit 100% ice cream. So your typical pint of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, the same size as this, is gonna run you about 1,000 calories. You're gonna have usually around 100 grams plus of sugar, which is just gonna completely spike your insulin levels and just really cause you to hold unnecessary weight that you don't want. So if you want ice cream, I'm telling you, Halo Top. Try this, leave me a comment. Let me know if you've had it before. Let me know if you watch this video, then you go try it. Come back and leave a comment. The vanilla bean is probably my favorite flavor I've had. I've heard the strawberry is really good. I haven't had the strawberry yet. And the birthday cake is also excellent. If you follow me on Snapchat, which you should if you're not, you'll see me eat this stuff quite a bit. My go-to lately has been get a container of this, get myself some almond butter, spoon of almond butter, spoon of this, on point. Let me tell you, 10 out of 10. Would do again. But seriously though, the almond butter is probably not the best if you're on a diet, but for real, Halo Top, give this stuff a shot. Now, next thing we're gonna do, we got ourselves some rice cakes, but not just any rice cakes. These caramel rice cakes are absolutely excellent. So 50 calories per rice cake. You can get regular rice cakes and save yourself a little bit on the calories. I think your regular rice cake standard is only like 30 calories a piece. But these caramel ones are just way too good to not get these. So especially if you can budget a little bit of peanut butter, almond butter, whatever, put them on top of these, they're good, but they're also great by themselves. Perfect for on the go. You can throw them in a Tupperware container, in a little baggie, take them along with your meals, and you can enjoy these and not really have the guilt of having something a lot more calorie dense, and you get yourself some flavor. Everybody wins here. Now, your standard waffle is going to be, I don't want to say extremely bad for you, but they're pretty calorie dense, really easy to add up the calories, the sugar, stuff like that. But what I like to do, Kashi, the same people that make like that protein cereal I love, they also make waffles. So these are blueberry waffles. You can opt for the not blueberry version if you want to save yourself a little bit on sugar. But each waffle is only 140 calories, only 5 grams of fat, which a normal waffle, when I look at nutrition labels, has over 10 grams. 25 grams of carbs, but 7 of that's fiber, only 3 grams of it's sugar. So you're not really worried about that crazy insulin spike, and 3 grams of protein. So, and actually, as I'm reading this off, I just noticed that's for 2 waffles. So 70 calories a waffle and half those macros per waffle. So not bad at all. If you want waffles, you don't have to completely destroy your diet. You can still enjoy a good staple, you know, and these aren't really too expensive. I want to say these only cost me like, what were these, Jared? Like $4 at the store?
I think you're right.
All right, he thinks I'm right, so we're right. But yeah, these are great. So Kashi waffles, give these a shot. Not bad at all. And then also on our list here, some sugar-free popsicles. These things come in a variety of flavors, 4 grams of carbs per popsicle, only 15 calories, and they literally taste really good. They also have fudge pop versions of these. You can go to your frozen food section. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised by the amount of low-calorie ice cream options you can find nowadays. Dessert options, but these are really good. Like I said, 15 calories. If you have kids, I don't have kids that I know of. If you have kids, these are also great too because they're also not getting the crazy sugar and stuff like that. They still have a treat, make it feel like you're giving them a little something extra, you know. So these are good. And then finally, on my list here, I know I've talked about this before, but diet, aspartame-free, caffeine-free Pepsi. So late at night, if I'm hungry and I'm really dieting, what I like to do is I have a big water bottle. I will fill up with ice, put some of this in there. There's no caffeine in it, so I'm not worried about it keeping me up late. There's no aspartame in it, so I'm not worried about the huge slew of side effects that apparently aspartame causes. There's different people on with different trains of thought when it comes to aspartame. Me personally, I avoid it just because of all the bad crap I've read. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I don't really drink diet pop regularly, but aspartame-free Pepsi, they have it with caffeine as well you can do, and they also have a aspartame-free cherry Pepsi, which is really good. So, but I prefer this because late at night I don't need to add. I take pre-workouts and stuff, and I like myself an energy drink every now and again. So I don't like to add any extra caffeine on top of that. I think if you have trouble with sleep, take a look at your caffeine intake, because I had not really paid attention to mine for a while and noticed my sleep quality was suffering. And as soon as I started kind of paying attention to the amount of caffeine I was getting, sleep got really good. But this video is not about sleep. This video is about these snacks. So yeah, give this a shot. You know, some people might still say these are bad for you, artificial sweeteners, whatever, but I really think the key to long-term success when it comes to dieting, staying fit, staying healthy, and staying happy ultimately comes down to finding stuff like this that keeps you sane. Because if you sit there and you tell yourself all day that you know, I can't have this, I can't have that, all I can eat is clean food, eventually your brain is gonna fight you back. And when it does come time to eat bad, you're just gonna demolish everything in sight. And next thing you know, you're gonna be mad at yourself and disappointed. But when you can come and just have one of these things, right? You didn't hurt yourself and you're happy, everybody wins. It's a good scenario. So hopefully you guys got some value out of this video. You know, I get, all my other videos, I do meal prep videos and stuff like that, but like on Snapchat, I always show people what I'm eating and stuff, and you know, they'll be like, well, why are you having that? Why are you having that? And I kind of just wanted to show everybody what all options there are out there that you can take advantage of. You know, I think half of the battle with all this nutrition stuff is kind of, you know, just learning that there's so much more out there than just chicken, rice, and broccoli. You know, you can even fit some of these into your macros for the day, and your diet won't know any difference. So, like I said, I just wanted to show you guys some of my staples, some of the stuff I do, but how I want to end this video. So, Jared, my camera guy, as most of you know, he doesn't lift weights. Right? I had the same response. I seen you cringe behind the camera, audience. I seen that. He doesn't lift weights. Crazy, right? But he is a runner and he's a very athletic dude. So he's not as crazy with his diet as I am though. So what I'm gonna have him do for you guys is try this Halo Top. And I want him to give us an honest 100% opinion on if he thinks the Halo Top is as good as regular ice cream. So are you down for that, Jared?
I'm down for that, Remington.
All right, let's switch hands here and see what we can do. All right, you got your spoon, you got the ice cream. Jared, are you ready?
I'm ready, I got it.
All right, let's see it. Okay. I'm telling you. Well, hold on, before you take your bite, what's your expectations of this? What are you thinking?
Well, the texture is very soft right now. It's kind of getting a little warm, and I'm just about to get half a spoon in me, so I'm just ready for the hit.
All right, take her, buddy.
Okay.
Let it flow, man.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
That's alarmingly good.
Right?
Wow.
Right? For low cap, yeah.
Oh, palatable. That is extremely palatable. I recommend this ice cream. This is good.
Right?
It feels very, very good on the inside of the mouth, and it leaves an extreme aftertaste. The potency of the aftertaste without having any sugar, it is remarkable.
So, out of 10, what's the review score?
It has to be a 10. I couldn't grade it any other way. I don't have anything negative to say about it. And the aftertaste, like I said, is very positive, very potent. It's got a strong taste, just like a Ben & Jerry's, like you were saying before, how it's, you know, this ice cream has no real sugar in it, but Ben & Jerry's, ton of it. So I think it's right up there with the best ice creams. I love it.
Nice, man. Good. Yeah. I was gonna save this for later. I think I'm just gonna eat this now. So anyways, guys, hopefully, I know I always say this, but I hope you got some value out of this video. I had someone the other day message me, and they said that they look forward to every time I come out with a video, because every time I do it, they learn something new, either about diet, something new about working out, something new, even if it's not a fitness video, something, just a different mindset, a different way of thinking, you know. And I don't proclaim to be an expert or anything like that. I don't proclaim to know the secrets. All I know is that sharing the information that I take in, if that helps even one person, then it's completely worth it to me. So, you know, if only one person watches this video and gets one of these things and it helps them on their journey, then my mission was a success. These videos aren't nothing for me to make. I can stand here and talk all day. So I want to thank all you guys for the support as always. Like I said, leave a comment. Let me know if there's flavors of Halo Top I haven't had, if there's any other dessert things you go to when you need, help on your diet that help keep you sane. And, like I said, I try to respond to every comment. So leave me a comment, guys. Show me some love. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. And big thank you to everybody that's got on RJ Fit Apparel and ordered either a hat or a shirt or a girl's tank top, anything like that, because I appreciate the world out of that, guys. Thank you so much for your endless support. I will talk to you guys later. And yeah, I will see you guys at the next video. Take it easy, guys.